that has been basically over the top. So many people have been buying it. It's half off, so stay tuned for that. All right, Bobby, I'm going to go over to the roses.
All right.
I'm actually going to take my mister with me.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
I don't blame you.
Pretty dang
Good
amazing.
Good.
All right, so about 2 weeks ago, we aired these, and they were half gone. I started the show, I had 900. All right? We are already down to 700. If you want knockout roses, and there's a reason they're called that, because literally they're a knockout. They will knock your socks off when you see them. And easily, one of the most fragrant flowers you will ever smell in your life. They give off a perfume that is amazing. And guess what? You're not going to get one of these. We are going to give you 1, 2, 3. And by the way, this is year 2. All right? Almost the end of season 1. These grow very, very quickly. You're going to get the bare root. When you buy roses, do not buy roses in a pot. Always get the bare root because it's well developed and it's ready to go. All 3, we are going to put our counter up pretty soon because these are going to sell out early. I'm going to get Carrie Mobley, my master gardener, and my best buddy out here.
Hi.
Hi, my darling. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's good to see you.
Happy to be here. Hi, everybody.
I'm putting my mister on while we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep that on. And these, first of all, there's no doubt they're going to sell out.
I believe it. Yep.
These are a magnificent, gorgeous, what I would call star of the show type roses. And look at the bare root. That bare root is years old.
Years old.
Yep.
I mean, knockout roses, first of all, you guys, we're talking 180 days of flowers. Let me do the math for you. That's 5 months. And the reason they're called knockout roses because they really are a knockout. They're really, really low maintenance. And, you know, in the past, they were mostly used for like those sea of roses in front of corporate buildings. And the reason they did that is because they don't require any maintenance. Nobody has to come in and deadhead these. There is no deadheading required. They are disease resistant. They are insect resistant. They are known for their easy growing style, and they have just the most beautiful color on them. They're not fussy at all. And like Guy said, you're gonna get all 3 of them.
Smell them.
And you know, I love that this morning you said that you're gonna put, like, what a great way to put, like, right in your front yard. That's exactly what I did with mine.
Yeah.
I left the house this morning, and it was very early. It was about 6:15 in the morning. I counted, on my 3, I had 86 roses.
Wow.
86.
If you love cut flowers,
Yes.
this is your guy or your gal, whatever. This is for you. If you love cut flowers and you like to create arrangements, they are beautiful. The foliage on these is a very, very deep green, which offsets. I mean, they look like Christmas roses, right? I mean, that is what they look like. And they are going to continue all the way through late fall. You are going to have beautiful blooms. They grow anywhere in the country. We're going to ship them out directly. You have our guarantee. And they're a perennial, so they will be back.
That's right, year after year.
And they will get better, and you'll be like, I can't wait for my roses to come out.
You know, and with Guy, with roses, like I said, they can be really fussy. They can be very finicky, especially depending on where you live. We get a ton of rain, a ton of heat and humidity here in Florida. I had nearly given up on roses before leaf and petal. Because of all that rain and humidity, all of my rose leaves had those black spots on it, or they got that yellow fungus on it, or they were being eaten up. Well, this is what these knockout roses were created for. Nearly 0 maintenance. I actually can take mine and cut them back, you know, right before, you know, that spring bloom season starts, and they'll come back bigger and better. But the reason that knockouts are so great, they really did save the home rose industry because everybody got sick and tired of dealing with the disease and the pests and stuff that roses deal with. These saved it for people who had really almost given up. So these are our double knockout roses. So you can see, look at how many petals are on that.
They're tight.
They're so tight.
Oh my gosh.
And a lot of knockout roses, you know, they have half as many petals, and then on the inside of them, they're kind of wide open. These are the doubles, so you're getting more petals in there. They're beautiful cut in vases. They love, love, love full sun. So if you have that spot that everything else just melts in the sun, you will be getting blooms from these.
By the way, these are real roses.
Yes.
All right, these are real roses. All right, I just want everybody to know that. A lot of times early in season, we don't have them real. These are real, and the abundance of color. I mean, it just changes a landscape.
It
Like you
does.
look at a house and you see 2 rose bushes in the front, you're like, wow, that's a beautiful home.
Right.
That's somebody that cares.
Sure.
All right, we have our left counter up, and you can see people are grabbing these like they're buying 2 and 3 sets. Get them now at $29.99, $10 off. Everything is on 5 flex.
$10 a rose.
Yeah, and by the way, if you get a brand new 8-cent credit card, it's $25 in your account. Get this home for $5 plus your shipping and tax. $25. I just think everybody should have at least 1 rose, at least 1 rose. I have 3.
Yeah. I've got about 50.
I have one that's like a purple color. I know you do. I have a purple color. I have yellow.
Oh, beautiful.
And I have red.
Yeah, red is classic, right?
Red is perfect.
And you know, we were talking about the bare root that's coming to you and why this is special. And I'm going to tell you, you know, bare root roses are what we in the industry prefer. And the reason why is when this was in the ground, you know, you can see we've got the roots down here. This is where all the foliage and the flowers were. We took it out. We hand professionally trimmed all of the roots. We removed all of the foliage, and then we shipped them to you in bags. So you're gonna be getting these right away. Remove them from the bag, figure out if you're gonna put it into a container or if you want it in the ground, and then here's all you do. You make a little hole, right? Just like this. And then I'm gonna put it into the soil, and I am covering all of those roots exactly where the soil meets those stems. Okay, so now you can see all of those roots are nice and covered, and then I'm gonna water it, and I'm gonna water it, and I'm gonna water it. And eventually what'll start happening is, out of all of these stems, you're gonna start to see the foliage. You can even see a couple of these now. We're already getting a little bit of the foliage. And very quickly, we will say in about 60 days, you're gonna be having roses, and then you are going to get hundreds of roses every season on each rose. So we're talking, you know, nearly 1,000.
So I have 580 left, but I've got at least 200 or 300. There's at least 200 or 300 people shopping. If you love roses or if you've never grown them, and by the way, they're not hard to grow. Insect resistant, all that stuff.
Disease resistant.
Disease resistant. Like I
They're
literally,
meant
you know what I
for
do with my
people who
roses?
like to neglect them.
Right. When my roses come in, I water them fairly regularly. But I also feed them about every 2 to 3 weeks. We have the fertilizer available, which I will automatically buy. I do that about every 3 weeks. Other than that, I don't have to do anything. I actually, on mine, I do have to deadhead. These, you don't even have to deal with that.
Yes.
Deadhead just means chop off the head. You don't have to do that anymore.
A lot of times with roses, when the flower is done, what you do is you snip it off. You do that to promote and stimulate new growth. These do it themselves. They literally take care of themselves. And that's why you see them at these corporate offices, because nobody has the time to go out and deadhead all the time and treat for diseases. And so taking that, right, with those sea of all of those beautiful hot pink, or in this case, hot red roses, you can have that at your own house. I mean, like I counted 86 on my 3 just this morning.
So about 3